Hello lovely people, if you're new here, my name is Enobong and welcome to my channel. Thanks for hanging out with me today. So it's been a minute. I have been busy getting up to some creative things and I haven't had time to sit down and edit a video in a hot minute. But here I am, back to business, and let's see if we can keep this up. To my 38 subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing and for being here. And you may have noticed that a few things have changed around here. I have changed my name, I have changed my banner, I am in the process of changing my icon, and these changes occurred because I've opened my Etsy store. I have launched it, it is live, and we have digital products and physical products, and currently mainly bookmarks and notebooks right now, but I've been experimenting with creating Ankara patterns and making configurations of existing Ankara patterns and just creating all the stationery that I want to have in my life. So as I said, there are notebooks, there are stickers, there are bookmarks, notepads are coming, more is coming. So head over to Etsy, link is in the description below. Follow my shop for updates, follow me on Instagram, all of that is linked below, and I hope to see you there. And yeah, support your girl if you can. So anyway, for this video I decided to test out a drawing hack that I saw on YouTube and on TikTok, and I apologise for the crying baby. And let's be honest, this hack existed before YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, but I get my training from social media professors. I thank you all for the hard work, for the good work that you are doing, and yeah, so that's where I get all my information from. So basically what you do with this hack is you flip your reference picture upside down, and the reason behind this is that when you are drawing, the reason behind this is that when you have a picture of, say, a shoe, for example, your brain says, I'm drawing a shoe. So you end up drawing something that looks like a shoe, but it doesn't look like the reference of the shoe that you're looking at. But if you flip it upside down, you can confuse your brain enough that you get to see the shoe as shapes, and you get to draw the shapes, and eventually it will end up looking like the shoe in your reference picture. I don't know why I'm using a shoe as an example and not the picture of my sister that I am drawing. That's essentially what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to see my sister's face as a shape, so that I'm trying to see my sister's face as a shape so that I draw something that looks like her and not just something that looks like a face. It didn't work perfectly this time, but I will say that as somebody who's been looking back at my art and trying to see my progress, that it is an improvement. So this hack is definitely something that I will do again to see if it works better for me, especially as I'm someone who likes to draw more stylized illustrations. So it's good for me to be able to break down the shapes so that it looks essentially like what I'm drawing, with my take on it, my style on it. On a side note, this didn't occur to me when I was filming, but as a right-handed person, I should never film from the right, because basically just seeing a lot of my hand drawing. So I did edit this video quite aggressively because it was just lots of footage of my hand. So I apologise for that, and in future I will never film from the right again. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to do any inking or line art at first, because this always feels like the part where my art goes from good into, oh no, what did you do? And I think when I watch back on myself drawing, I know it's because I get worried about the permanence of ink and making a mistake, and so I lose the looseness and the flow that you need to give your art life. So that's something I'm working with. And full disclosure, I filmed this video last month, but I haven't had time to edit because I'm working on shop things, and I already noticed some differences in my style from a month ago to now. This inking style is very colouring book. There's no shading in the inking, there's no depth to the line art. It has no life because it is very stiff, and that is something that I'm improving on. It's not perfect by any means, but it's definitely getting better. Also, another side note, is it just me? Does anybody else find that they really enjoy drawing their family members? It's kind of like doing a self-portrait without having to actually stare at yourself all the time. It might be slightly narcissistic, but my family are beautiful, so I just love to draw them. I really wanted to make this a pretty page in my sketchbook, so I decided that I was going to colour it in with my alcohol markers that I haven't broken out in a while. But I'm really sad that I did that because that's when it all started to go wrong. I was really careful about picking out all the colours beforehand, and I swatched them all on similar paper to what's in my sketchbook. I thought I had all the blush and the shading colours laid out, but what I realised is my mistake now is that I didn't do the colours on top of each other, and you'll see I end up picking a really unfortunate shade of pink for the blush, and it just ruins everything. So I apologise to my sister, I apologise to you all. It started out great, spoiler alert, it's not going to end up great. This is it. This is the moment where I pick up this unfortunate shade of neon pink. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know how I thought that this was ever going to be a good shade to use as blush, and I ruin everything. And I'm going to actually let myself off the hook a little bit and say that something I have found a struggle with these markers that I use is that they don't have a great blush colour for brown skin. If they do, I haven't found it. They're the Ooh markers. So if anybody knows for great blush colour for brown skin, let me know. Hit me up in the comments and I will learn. But yeah, but I don't know what I was doing. I think I was having a blind moment and I chose this neon pink. It was an unfortunate colour, and I tried to fix it by just piling on more brown on top of it, which you will see, and so her skin just ends up looking orange. It doesn't even look like fake tan, it looks like she's been tangoed. this might seem like a stupid goal, for want of a better word, but one of my art goals is to learn when to stop. I see that there's a time when I should have stopped, but I keep on going. And this is the same situation. I should have stopped a while ago, but for some reason I decided to add the Posca pen. I know what reason, why. Why am I acting coy? Like, I don't know why I brought out the Posca pen. I wanted to add highlights, but I keep coming back to this Posca pen. Clearly I don't know how to use it correctly, because every time I use it I ruin the art. I pulled it out anyway. I drew some highlights. I end up covering them up with the colour, so I need to figure out another way to do highlights. And there you have it. See, I'm still going, but essentially there you have it. It's finished, it's done. I'm gonna stop adding to it and cut to the reveal, cut to the pan footage. It's done. I'm hopefully gonna be posting more regularly from now until the end of the year. I have some things in mind for Inktober. I don't know if I will. I would love to post 3 times a week for Inktober. We'll see if that happens. I do have a baby. So, yeah, check out my Etsy store. It's called Pounded Yam Pro. The full name is Pounded Yam Productions, but that was too long for the Etsy store title, so it's Pounded Yam Pro. Buy something, support your girl, and I will see you next time. Have a good day, good evening, or good night. Goodbye.